Today we're going to do the review of the Grand Seiko SBGJ237 GMT. Alright guys, so here it is, the Grand Seiko SBGJ237. So let's just take a look at this bad boy for a minute before we get into the specs and features. It's a ridiculously beautiful watch. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch has a 44 millimeter case diameter. It is 14.5 millimeters thick. It has a 50.4 millimeter lug to lug, which with, as you can see, drilled lugs. It has a 21 millimeter lug width. It is powered by the caliber 9S86 high beat GMT movement. So it beats at 36,000. This thing is, it's fantastic. It has 200 meters of water resistance. It has a double domed sapphire crystal. It's just ever slightly dome there. It's very cool. It has a sapphire bezel insert, complete sapphire bezel insert. It's fantastic. It's a 4 o'clock signed screw down crown, as you can see right there. Let's zoom in and look at that. 4 o'clock signed zoom screw down crown. I'm sorry. The bracelet is 21 millimeters, tapering down. Very nice taper on this, tapering down to 18 millimeters to the fully milled clasp, and with double deployant pushers. There is no security fold over, but it is signed, and this isn't no laser engraved. Let's see if we can get that there. This is embossed in, like it is milled into the clasp. It is raised quite a bit above the clasp there. It has 4 position of micro adjust. It is held together with the Seiko pin and collar system, and which is pretty much standard on all its watches. It has a stainless steel signed screw down case back. The bracelet's solid links, solid in links. This is, of course, has the fantastic Zaratsu polishing that Grand Seiko is known for. Some of the best polishing in the business. It is a beautiful watch. Now, what do I like about this watch? Well, a lot. I really do like a lot about this watch. It's again, let's speak on the polishing. It's fantastic. The polishing, the finishing on this watch, and now I own 2 Grand Seikos, but I've held quite a few of them up at where I got this one, actually at Little Treasury Jewelers in Maryland. Shout out to them. And they're just, all of them are just fantastic watches. I mean, this one has 120 click bi-directional bezel. Everything lines up perfectly. Everything's loomed in there. I'll give you a loom shot a little bit. It's a great watch. It's just a beautiful watch. It is a true GMT, which it has the jumping hour hand. It's just I don't know how to describe it. It's a great watch. It's a very, very unique, very beautiful watch. But it's not perfect. Like all watches, it is not perfect. So what do I like about this watch, and what do I already told you what I liked. What do I dislike about this watch? Well, it still has, and it's one thing, kind of a rub I have with most Seiko watches, the bezel is very squishy. Mushy is the best way I could describe it. I like watches where the bezels snap. They lock in. They have a very positive or solid click. And this one has, like I said, best way I can describe it is mushy, like most Seikos. That's one of the downsides for me. The bracelets honestly, I think where Grand Seiko gets hit the most are the bracelets. The bracelets are not the best in the world. They're not junk by any means, but most people have an issue with the bracelets. I think they're fine, but I can see where they're not up to snuff, let's say, when it comes to like Rolex or some of the other high-end brands. The other thing with this one is it's very hard to photograph. So the dial is actually blue on this one, but the way the light hits it, it's almost a blue-black. So not that that should be a concern with when you buy a watch, but the watch is very hard to photograph, but it's super unique, super cool. It's super quality. Yeah, overall, it's a fantastic watch. So let's get a wrist shot. But before we do that, quick wristwatch check. What am I rocking today? Today I'm rocking the Seiko Presage Sharp Edge GMT 140th Anniversary Limited Edition. This is a great watch too, man. It's a fantastic watch. So let's get this one off. Kind of a similar color theme between these two watches, and they're both GMTs. However, this one was about, I want to say I paid like $1,100, somewhere around there for it, and this one was $6,800. So yeah, so there's that. Yeah, it's fantastic. So let's get a Lume shot and see what that looks like. So there it is, guys. It's fantastic. You see the bezel is loomed. Bottom of the bezel, the hands are all lume. It's got just typical fantastic Seiko lume. So let's flip this camera around and go get the final thoughts. All right, guys, so there it is, the Grand Seiko SBGJ237. Guys, what's your opinion of Grand Seiko? Do you have any experience with Grand Seiko? Have you spent time with any Grand Seiko? I guarantee, if you do, I guarantee you will become a fan, because they are fantastic watches. And this thing it's really another level. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And as always, rock that watch.